On behalf of the more than 400 alumni and 74 undergraduates, it's a pleasure to welcome you home to the new Chi Psi Lodge. As historic as this day is, it's important to remember that this fraternity already has a rich history at Ole Miss, dating back to our first presence on this campus in 1858. The site we are standing on today is the home of the original Chi Psi Lodge, occupied by the fraternity from 1970 until 2007. Chi Psi has a proud tradition at Ole Miss, and this new lodge will be the centerpiece for the next chapter in our history. Brother Hubert.
To all of those who financially support, whose financial support made it possible for us to begin this new chapter in our story, we're profoundly and eternally grateful. I must thank the members of the Capital Campaign Committee again, and the members of the construction and design team who did so much of the legwork over the last several years. I would also like to acknowledge our undergraduate brothers for their ideals and ideas and the sacrifices they have made during the construction of this great new facility. I'm improvising here a little bit. We have a special presentation that we want to do. And Jim, so I mentioned this individual's name a minute ago in the chapel. I'll just say his name right now. Walker was the lucky gentleman to become the first lodge manager, is the way I'm going to call him. He's done so many other things. And I don't think he knew what he was stepping into. When I was here, I was the lodge manager. I was just in charge of filling the Coke machine and maybe changing some toilet paper downstairs, but not much. I'm not kidding you when I tell you that Walker has stepped up and done far more than our committee or anybody else on the alumni side would ever dream anybody would do. And I know we have taken many of his hours away when he should have been studying or having fun with his other undergraduate buddies. So this is a small token of our appreciation for him. You want to say something else?
Walker, come on. He's in the back. So it's just a little plaque from us. It says, Thomas Walker Thornton, 2016-2017, Outstanding Active Brother, Alpha Gamma of Chi Psi Fraternity. Thank you.
And now Brother Eddie Neblett will present a proclamation.
You know how dangerous it is to let me speak at all. So we decided to have a little declaration, like a Declaration of Independence, except this is one of dedication. So, of course, I put pen to paper and started working on it. When we get through and we go inside, this is a document we want every brother that's here to sign today so that we have a record of the history of the attendance of those that will be here. I've already put my John Hancock on it, big enough for King George to read, as they say. You might have to write a little smaller than me to get every signature on here. There are also some places for certain distinguished leaders to sign. I've already got their signature lines on here. The numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of the Alpha, Sam Bessie, Andy Young, Doug Jigglewitz, John Horton, Murray Huber, and Mark Altemeyer as head of our key campaign committees. So a declaration of dedication. Know all by these presents that on this day, the year of our Lord, the 18th of March, 2017, the undersigned did gather on the campus of the University of Mississippi for the sacred and honored purpose of dedicating the new Chi Psi Lodge for Alpha Gamma of Chi Psi Fraternity at the University of Mississippi. By these presents and through the grace of the precepts of faith, hope, and charity, we, the undersigned members of Chi Psi Fraternity in attendance on this day, do hereby dedicate and consecrate this structure as the Lodge for Alpha Gamma of Chi Psi Fraternity at the University of Mississippi. And may this lodge stand the test of time, now and tomorrow, and into the future for generations to come, exalting and serving the proud history of Chi Psi Fraternity and Alpha Gamma of Chi Psi Fraternity, and the values, precepts, and ideals for which they stand, and for which they strive to achieve and project. May she stand and endure forever, time and tradition. May she forsake the throng and seek retirement for its proper use. while seeking to protect and guard themselves from the rude gaze of public scrutiny. This, the 18th day of March, 2017, Annus Dominus.
Brother Jeff Aldridge will now invite our ribbon-cutting participants forward.
To help us open a new lodge, I'd like to introduce our ribbon-cutting team. Brother Andy Young, President of our Alumni Association. Pat McNulty, representing the Alpha Gamma Foundation. John Horton, the Chairman of our Construction and Design Committee. Mark Altamar, co-chair of our Capital Fund Drive Committee. Murray Huber, co-chairman of our Capital Fund Drive Committee. Philip Tatsadoris, current number 1 of our Alpha Gamma, the active membership. And representing our parents and donors, Miss Evelyn Johnson. There she is. Ladies and gentlemen, our ribbon cutting team.
Now we ask blessings for all those who will live and laugh and learn here, for all who will visit here, and the body of men who will dare to become gentlemen here, that indeed the world will see and marvel at their excellence. On behalf of Chi Psi brothers everywhere, together we declare the Alpha Gamma of Chi Psi Lodge at the University of Mississippi to be open.
Now it's time to celebrate. We invite you inside for a wonderful meal and time of fellowship. Following our meal, about 12:30, our undergraduate brothers will be stationed throughout the lodge to give you a little personal tour. You'll begin those tours in the living room. That would be fantastic. Before we head inside, we would like to invite all of you to the front steps for a photograph. So we ask that we'll have a couple of rows on the sidewalk, some on the steps, and then a couple of rows on the porch as well. After the first photograph of all of our guests, we invite the ladies and our guests inside the lodge, and we'll have our second photograph will be all attending brothers today. Thank you very much and enjoy your day at the lodge.